Hi everybody, Steve Griffiths here, developer of the MTPredictor software program. In today's MTPredictor video, I'd like to look at how the USE minis have unfolded over the last few days. And well, since last Friday, it's been an absolutely fantastic time for MTPredictor. And this is probably typical of the way the markets unfold. They go in cycles. It's what I call the cyclical nature of trading. So after a period of hard days, you then get some very nice trades, and then it goes back into some losing trades where the losses are kept small, then on to some harder trades. So let's have a look at the ES. I'm just scrolling back here on our NinjaTrader add-ons, and just want to remind you on last Friday, which was this day here, if you remember, we had a Holy Grail trade set up here where it went into the close, which was just about there, for a lovely 7-hour profit. I won't go into the details of this because that was the subject of my last video, but basically I just want to show you. So last Friday we had a lovely Holy Grail TS1 buy setup that resulted in a lovely 7-hour profit. Now on Monday we had the exact opposite. We had a lovely Holy Grail sell setup. Why was it a Holy Grail sell setup? Well, because if you go to the 15-minute chart, which is what we encourage traders to do who are more experienced, I'll just clear everything off here. Remember, we go to the last pivot and we place our DPs on from there, and these levels are leading. In other words, they're on the chart in advance. They're there ready and waiting for you. As you can see on Monday, the market gapped up, went into this decision point high here, or this decision point resistance area that basically nailed the high of the day there, and that defined the trend the rest of the day as down. If we now go down to the 3-minute chart and scroll back to that time, you can see that this was our 15-minute resistance here. Yes, it's gone a little beyond it on a 3-minute chart, but we always look at this on the 15-minute chart, as I did a couple of seconds ago. So this will be defined as an important high or major high, the initial decline of wave 1, the initial correction here, wave 2, that's subdivided into an ABC. If I place the analysis on here, we wouldn't be looking for a move into the first target, we'd be looking for a wave 3 kind of decline, because this is anticipated to be a wave 2. There are videos on defining the Holy Grail trade setup in other parts of the MTPredictor website and other videos on YouTube. So the market came down into this level here. Let's have a look at this. Bang into there, where potential 8.5 hour profit was made. We use correct position sizing to vary our number of lots, contracts or shares to keep our initial risk small and under control. In this case, 2% of a sample $20,000 account. So here, 1 hour risk produced 8.5 hour profit, or turned a risk of $375 into just over 3,000. So a very good trade. One of our customers in our training webinars did even better than that. He actually placed a DP off this level here and noticed that was an area of larger degree support. So when he came down to his 3-minute chart on Monday, he didn't come out at this level. He actually ran it a little bit further down into the large degree DP support here and came out with 10-hour profit. So very good trade there indeed. For you Elliott wave guys who like Elliott wave patterns, you'll see that the market declined down here in a 5-wave sequence. If I hover over this bar, right mouse click to Elliott wave intermediate, you can see that this decline was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with the low of the day right at the minimum wave 5 WPT, which is that orange zone. Typically after that we then anticipate a rally into the DP off the wave 4. Again, these are leading indicators, they're on the chart in advance. So before yesterday opened, which was Monday, we knew that we had this particular resistance area at this level here. Excuse me, got a bit of a cough. And as you can see, that actually nailed the high of the day yesterday, and the market then carried on to decline sharply. So there we were, had 2 days where we had a 7-hour and an 8-hour profit. So it doesn't matter when you had some losing trades like this come through, minus 1 hour loss just there, and this would have been a minus 1 hour loss as well. This DP sell, because it got within a whisker of the profit target, you'd have had your stop at least break even, or you might come out a tick above the level, which means you'd have probably taken a 2-hour profit there. So either way, if you had have been minus 2 hour here, minus 2R after a day where you made plus 7R and plus 8R was very, very good indeed. For you guys who were trading the NQ yesterday, you may well have seen this TS3 buy setup here, and you might have said, well, hang on a second, after a couple of or after a big decline like this, you might have said, well, actually I'm anticipating a strong kind of rally, even though it's against the red STF and we didn't have any particular large degree support, so it wasn't what I call a classic Holy Grail trade setup. But nevertheless, you might have said, well, actually I do fancy going on the long side here, take the trade. As soon as you get past the 100% initial risk level, bring your stop to break even. And if you had been going for the typical wave 3 WPT, which was here, there was another potential 6.4-hour profit. If you hadn't have been doing that, then this DP sell as of the end of the day would have gone into close there for a nice 2-hour profit anyway, so it would have actually helped to make some money back. So even though if yesterday, if you hadn't have taken this tier 3 buy setup, you'd have been trading on the short side here, the profits on the NQ here would have helped offset the losses on the ES. But as I said at the beginning of the video, this comes on the back of an absolutely massive Holy Grail trade setup on this day, either 8.5R at the typical wave 3 WPT or 10R at the higher time frame support zone, and that again comes on after another beautiful Holy Grail trade setup on the long side here. Remember, we came into the close there. So to have two Holy Grails like this, banking 7 and 8R profit each back to back in consecutive days was quite outstanding. So overall, over the last few days, even though it was a little bit of a trickier day yesterday, the MTP RT add-ons for NinjaTrader, in this particular case NinjaTrader 7, have done a very good job allowing you to catch a couple of absolutely massive trades. So a good couple of days for MTPredictor on the USE minis.